Hey, what's going on, traders? Going 2 for 2 today. Nothing too special with them. Didn't get exactly what I wanted out of them, but we're going to jump right into it as always. As you can see, previous highs down here around 490. Nice move out of FOSL here at the open. Up through 5, got short right around 520. This candle actually ended up going much higher to 533. It did kind of stall here at 517, 520 area, which is why we ended up starting it. However, it did decide to go higher. I actually tried to add because the halt price was actually right there, which is what it ran into. So by the time I tried to put my order in, because there was a bit of a spread, the bid never came up to the halt price, just the ask. And we just were a little bit too slow, didn't get the add, ended up working its way back down. Pretty much pieced our way out of this one, was really looking for this to make the bigger move down through 490 and maybe even back down towards the 450s. But as you can see, it didn't until a little bit later after it tried to go back up higher. So nice little wind off after the attempt higher, a little bit of a fake out breakout there. And it had a nice little fade there. Not fade, but nice move down. And as you can see, it actually worked its way back up. FOSL, decent trade. BEKE was our second trade. Wasn't really ever in love with this trade. You can see previous highs all the way down here, 1480, 1490, and it never really made like a great move. However, I prematurely, I think, got into this just because of the 1550 break, and it was the first candle where it had like an actual move where the ask was getting hit pretty repeatedly. It was pretty choppy up until that point. We ended up getting a really nice ad here. 1588 was the high. We got a ad at 1585, and I was a little annoyed because that was the best move I had seen it make, and we didn't really get any kind of a pullback. It actually started to kind of chop and grind a little bit higher, which was a little bit annoying. As you can see, it did try one last time after an attempted pullback to that same area around 1580, which, keep in mind, that was our average of 1580, so that was a little bit more frustrating. But it tried to go up through 16, failed as it was coming down. We actually doubled down here. We had 150, 150, then we added 300. And that brought our average to 1584. And I was looking to try to get down around 1570. But as you can see, this went to 50. As it was coming down, it was kind of stopping at that 1580 area again, which, as you can see, was that key area. So I ended up taking off the ad that we had here. So we got an ad at 89, took those off at 82. Looks like 82 and 83. There was a little bit of both there. And then as it came down to 74, I had an order down at 72 for half of the 300, or actually for 200 of the 300. So about 66%. And unfortunately, it went to 74 and started coming back up. So we actually ended up taking those off at 82 or 83 as well. I don't remember which order they were in. Right after that, it did try to go a little bit higher. It got up to 85, which was right above our average, and it started to come back down. It got to 70 this time, which we had now lowered our orders, looking for a little bit more with those last 100 shares. Unfortunately, it started to come back up at when it ran into 70, and so we took half of those off at 80, hoping that we could maybe just be wrong and it wouldn't go higher, and we could eventually get that 1550 test with the last 50 shares. Unfortunately, this wick wasn't real. We had orders out. I actually had one out, I think, at 1555. Obviously, it didn't get filled. And so we just put it at the break of this candle here, which was 87. So we put it at 88, and we actually ended up getting filled at 89 on a cent slippage. So not a great trade. Unfortunately, was looking for much more out of it. Looks like it's actually coming back down to the key area. I don't know exactly what it did after that. Looks like it's just been chopping pretty sideways since then. So kind of a frustrating one. It looks like it actually did go a little lower, but now it's trying to work its way back up. But that's all I got. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below, or you can catch me on a live stream in the mornings, or you can find me at Discord or on Twitter. Those links are all down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.